So let's solve the question number 7 of the CKS series. So we will be going to switch the context first. Then let's read the questions. So you are asked to update the cluster's kubelet configuration. Implement the following changes in the kubelet in the kubeadium way that ensures that new nodes added to the cluster will receive the changes too. So we have to set these things. Then we have to apply the changes from kubelet. Then after that we have to apply the changes for this kubelet as well using this. So we can connect with this node using this command. So this is related to kubelet configurations, and if you are aware that the kubelet configuration generally located at /var/lib, and then you just need to check the kubelet file which is config.yaml, and if you just check it, so you are able to see it from here. Now the point is that you are able to see a lot of information, and you need to understand that from where the things are coming, because the originated place we have to find, like there should be a particular configuration from where the config.yaml is coming. So for that there is one thing which is config maps. So what you can do, you can just run kubectl get cm-n kube system, because all the component related things used to be present in the kube system namespace. So if I do that, so you are able to see few of the config maps like core DNS, extension API server, kube API server, then we have proxy root, kubeadium config, and then we have kubelet config. So as question said that we have to update the cluster's kubelet configurations, and then we have to make some changes, like we have to add these things in the kubelet config. So what we can do, we can just copy this kubelet config name, and let's try to see as a YAML, and you are able to see that whatever the config.yaml file contains, it has the same information. Okay, so what we will do, we will be going to edit this config map, and for that I will just run kedit, and after that we will be going to add it here after container runtime or any of this, like you can place it here, but I will be going to add it here. I'll copy this value container log max size, and that should be 5 mi, which is megabits. Then we will going to set the next, and this is 3, and let's save and exit from this file, and yes, that is edited. So as the config file, as the config map has been updated, so we should be able to see the changes in the config.yaml file. So what we will be going to do, we just use grep container log, or I'll just copy this and I'll try to find it here, which is, this is the file, and we can see that there is no container log max size value present in this config. It's because we have to do some more things, where we have to restart the kubelet service as well, and before that we have to upgrade the kubelet config through kubeadium command as well. So let's do that. So first of all, we will be going to upgrade the kubelet config file using kubeadium command. So the command is kubeadium upgrade, and then you have to provide the node, and then we have to provide the face, which shows that the config needs to be updated. Then after that, if you want, you can run dry run first. So what I'll do, I'll just run the dry run. Okay, it should be client. So for that, we have a kubeadium command, which is kubeadium upgrade node, and then we'll have to provide the kubelet config as well, that this should be upgraded. and then it will fetch the updated config map where we made the changes, right? So I'll just run this command, and the point is that we have to apply the changes here, and we need to become a sudo user, or we have to become a root user. So what I'll do, I'll just copy this command and I'll run it, and then you can see that the config file, this is writing the kubelet configuration file to this file, and this is the kubelet configuration file for this node is successfully upgraded. So now if we check the same thing, which is container log max size, into var log kubelet config.yaml file. No, my bad, it's not log. So we can check the kubelet config YAML file. So yes, we are able to see the changes. Now the next thing, we have to restart the kubelet service as well. So for that we will just run command systemctl restart kubelet, and then let's check the status, and it's running. I'll just do kubectl get nodes. Yeah, and again you can just check, cross check the same thing, and we are able to see. So this is, we have done it on our control plane. So we need to do the same thing on our worker node as well. So we will just do SSH first, and as the config map is already updated, so this time we don't need to make the changes in the config map. We just need to upgrade it using the kubeadm command, and then we have to restart the kubelet, and with the help of that we would be able to see this control log max size, whatever we have made the changes in the config map. So before that I will just make sure to become a root user, and again I will try to check this thing so you can cross check whether it's working or not. So you can see right now here that we are not able to see this control log max size. It means that this node does not have a updated config file of kubelet. Okay, so for that what you can do, you can just simply run the same command kubeadm upgrade node face kubelet config, and then again the same message you will be able to see if configuration has been updated. Now we will run that command, and this time we are able to see. So this is done, and now we will be going to restart the kubelet service as well, and let's check the status as well. It should be running. Yeah, it's running, and again, so we will be going to validate it as well. So yeah, that's it. So we are able to set these values.
So that's it for this question. Please check out the playlist for this CKS KillerShell series. The link is given in the description box, and also you can check out the pinned comment. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you and have a good day.